reach up in the crimson blade. High Sierra serenade, anatomy for seduction. Be this ebony
as we exit the place with grace, drizzly armor rather than bursting of clouds. It pours, everything seems better on flats. With love we move, only in the mist. It's slow, it's life, and we can't get enough of this.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Southside Garage Boys. I'm Nick and Roni, also known as the Lifetime Intermediate. Stupid.
And
anyways,
I'm Nick. Yeah. I'm Nick, also known as the Ancient One, also known as Big Pecs, Weak Bench.
Hold on. What happened to your nose, dude?
Oh, yeah. So, just happened yesterday. I was working and a piece of equipment fell on me. Pretty heavy. I work in comms, so basically it cut me open. I bled everywhere. It was almost a thing. But you know what? I still killed it. I still worked out later that afternoon, so
jeez.
Gotta have that mindset.
All about the mindset. Yep. No. Wait, you say comms. What do you do?
I work with computers.
Okay.
You know, I'm in the military. But been working with computers for about 10 years now.
Okay, right on. Anyways, you were saying about mindset.
Mindset. So, what was that? The goal of this podcast is to talk about mindset. Okay, powerlifting mindset and strategies. Okay, so basically what we powerlifters have to do to be successful. Some methods that you want to mention?
Yeah, as far as mindset, that was something when I first started lifting in high school. My old coach, my strength training coach, Coach Houseman, I'll never forget him. He always said the mind is the strongest muscle. So everything really boils down to how you approach whatever you're doing. Because this also applies outside the gym.
Copy.
Just,
you can apply it to life.
Yeah, everything, really.
So, with that, setting goals and deadlines, that's a big thing. In my opinion, they have to be realistic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Realistic in nature. For example, everyone wants to set PRs every day in the gym.
Oh yeah.
You don't want small goals like that, because that's unrealistic unless you're like Larry Wheels or something.
Hey, but look at him. He ended up turning his bicep.
Yeah, there you go.
That. Something. It's always something.
You can go overboard with that. So, small realistic goals like in March, I wanna bench 315. Some people, that's realistic. That's something you can measure. Like month after month, you can measure that 2.5, 5-pound PRs. That's something huge. So small, realistic goals like that. How about you? Any big goals you think that could apply?
Yeah, no, definitely. So just like what Nick is saying, you got your short-term goals, but at the same time, you need to set long-term goals as well.
Yeah.
To kind of challenge yourself. So in that regards, as far as setting long-term goals in the powerlifting world, that could be anything like wanting to add 100 pounds to your total.
Yep.
Or, saying I want to compete this day and, working towards that. And then that's when the short-term goals play out, what in your microcycle or whatever. Hey, I want to add
big compound and provide, progress to that big goal.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you did mention scheduling a meet. So for some people that would basically be the ultimate goal is, hey, next year, that at least for me, that's what I did. I said, I got 7 months to train, I'm gonna schedule a meet.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I met my goals, got a baseline down. Now, that's when you set further goals down the road,
Exactly. Yeah. So, short-term goals just lead up to those long-term goals. Because when we both started powerlifting, it just first started off as wanting to hit, that 1,000-pound total.
Yeah.
Or wanting to hit, 225 on bench, 315, squat, whatever the case may be. And as soon as you hit that point, what next?
What
so
next?
then the long-term goals hitting a meet or competing on the national level
There you go.
or
Yeah, for
worlds,
some people.
whatever the case is.
Oh, yeah. People at all levels need to set these realistic, small and big goals. So on to possibly our next subject. What do you think? Consistency? I think that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not the subject matter expert on consistency, but it's crucial, especially in powerlifting. If you want any sort of success, I'm sure all of you guys have heard that phrase, the newbie gains.
Yeah.
You can have crap diet, poor programming, whatever the case is, but your lifts are still somewhat going up.
Yeah.
But there comes a point in time where consistency separates those being average and those being great.
So let me give you examples, barriers to consistency. You got your work schedule, school schedule. There's a lot of college students that powerlift. You got families. I myself have 3 kids, and a wife. It's a difficult balancing act. But just like Daniel-san, you gotta have balance in your life, right? What's that? Sensei Miyagi. That's Sensei Miyagi, dude, right?
I was like, what are you talking about?
So, again, consistency, you gotta have it, whether it be holiday season. I mean, I'm going on vacation here in a little bit for
really?
about a week. Yep, I'm gonna visit family up north. I already got places to go that I can go. Yeah.
Where at?
So let's say if I'm visiting Whitby, there's a Obsidian Barbell, which I utilize. Shout out. Thank you. If I'm going to Linwood, I got homie Mikey Estrella over there with this DOP gym. So you got places to go, options.
Yeah.
So, what else with consistency? You got nutrition, maybe? Yeah.
That's why I'm called Scrawny Roni.
Oh,
I'm
there you go.
not that consistent with diet, but in that aspect, diet definitely plays a huge role in powerlifting. That's something you definitely do want consistency, getting your meals in. I mean, the list goes on. We could definitely expound and spend hours and hours on just
nutrition.
diet.
I mean, there's books, there's a whole bunch of information out there on nutrition. Same thing doesn't work for everybody. You just gotta find something that works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
It's not a cookie cutter sheet.
So, what are you doing now?
I'm not really on a diet regime right now, but in the past, man, whatever.
That's why, man. You gotta be on a schedule.
That's why what?
That's why. I mean, I know your lifting is great right now, but it could be better.
That's
If
true.
nutrition was
Yeah.
better,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying I'm the best at planning my nutrition, but before I go to sleep at night, I pack my meals. I measure it out. I have specific macros
Yeah.
that I need to hit, and I consistently hit that every week.
Yeah.
Occasionally on a weekend, on a Sunday,
Yeah, splurge, whatever.
I'll eat a pizza or two.
Exactly.
Whatever.
You don't have to demonize certain things when it comes to your diet, but that's just one aspect of consistency. Excuse me. This rockstar, man. Anyways, another thing you definitely want to be consistent is your training. That I learned very, very well when I was getting programming from Daniel Libre, our coach over at Northwest Strength and Conditioning. When you miss training sessions, it adds up. You might think that, hey, I'm just giving my body a break, but then next thing you know, you're going down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You end up losing all focus, and the program that's been developed for you or your own self-programming, it just falls apart because you're not being consistent.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of, showing up day in, day out, and
It's the
sticking
grind.
to that. Yeah,
It's the grind, man.
call it the grind. Yeah.
Yep. So, with that, I mean, we can go as far as like talking about sleep and all that. Each one of those subjects has there's a lot of information out there.
A lot.
So, I mean, you guys have to do what works for you. I function on 6-7 hours a night. Some people function on less.
Yeah, I don't know how they all do
Optimally,
it.
what they say, what, 8?
Yeah, 8 to 9 hours. But let's be honest, who really gets 8
Oh,
9 hours of sleep?
yeah. Hey, you get it when you can get it.
Yeah, exactly. Naps.
So, I guess on to the next subjects, you know? So, with that, support, your support network. You know, I surround myself with people that have the same goals as me, you know, same mindset. You know, it just helps. It helps when you have people around you that can support you like that.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
that good example.
Oh,
push
for
you,
sure,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
You know, just like I'm sure all of you guys out there know the name Louis Simmons. He said it best. You walk with the lame, you develop a limp. And that ties in with what you just said. The people you surround yourself with, you know, that's who you're going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Even, you know, in psychology and all that stuff, there's that saying or whatever, the most, crap, I don't even know how it goes, but pretty much if the 5 people that you spend the most time with, that's pretty much who you are in a sense. You develop those habits, like-minded thoughts, just based on association.
Yeah.
So.
And again, social media comes into play here. I mean, that's a big support network. Can be too many though, you know, you can be caught up in the gram or trying to,
Chasing that cloud.
you know, chasing that cloud. But the thing is, you know, you can only do you,
Exactly.
you know, but I would stick to the near and dear, the friends and people that you surround yourself every day with, you know. I mean, me, I see the same people grinding every day. That gives me motivation when I see those
hitting those
women
big
and
lifts.
men just grinding, all ages. It's how I get inspired, you know.
Yeah.
It's great.
Me and Nick, we've been blessed, you know, just as we mentioned in the previous episode, you know, having the Northwest Strength and Conditioning family. You know, those guys, you know, if you haven't been to Northwest, the people there.
That's
you
the
know,
plug right there.
That's the plug. I'll tell you what, man. But everybody there, they show heart, dedication, consistency, and they push each other, you know, to be the best that they can be.
So and also I just want to mention all the USAPL, USPA lifters out there, you know. Open up, reach out to each other, you know.
Help each other out.
Yeah, we gotta support each other, man. You know, we different factions here and there.
But we all got the same goal in mind, you know.
Yeah, if you're a lifter, man. You know, show love.
Exactly.
You know, it's I don't know. That's the way I was raised. Show love
for
to
sure,
everybody.
yeah.
You know.
We all have a common goal. We're all trying to get bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
You know, why withhold information or, you know,
Yeah.
walk around with a chip on your shoulder, you know, when the powerlifting community is small as is, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it's kind of going mainstream and, you know, there's more limelight shown on it just because of social media.
Yeah.
But from the big picture, it's still a small community.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's our goal, trying to bridge that gap between lifters everywhere and, you know, trying to share our thoughts and ideas.
Yeah.
And in hopes creating some sort of support network, just like what you're talking about.
Copy that. Yeah. Let's go. So that leads me to another thing. I mean, what I use as a mental tool is like my own slogan or quote. You know, something like.
Let's hear it.
So for me, I mean, I used to on my bathroom mirror post numbers I did before. You know, like it eat me that I didn't get those numbers. You know, and I look at that in the morning and I'd be like, oh, I gotta get it. I gotta go for it, man. You know what I mean? Let's go. My time here is short. You know, I'm a 4-year-old lifter here, man. I'm trying to get these numbers, you know?
You're still lifting big weights. Hey,
you know?
big pecs, but you got a weak bench. What's going on, man?
Oh, don't mention that. So, again, have something personal you can use. I mean, I'm thinking of putting a quote up here on this black wall here, just to remind me, you know, when I'm lifting here. You know, well, I mean, what kind of things do you say to yourself?
For me, there was this one quote that, you know, my high school weight training coach told us. He actually tried to make us memorize a poem. I forgot who the author was, but it was called "If You Think You Can, You Can." And, you know, it went along the lines of, you know, the man who thinks he can. It's a tongue twister, but it's just that whole attitude.
I know. Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works. You know, I mean, I never memorized the poem, but
for some people, it's "Let's go." Two words. Hey,
whatever it is, or just a picture.
You can use. Some people use music. I mean, Rage Against the Machine is great right before or Slayer. There you go. Some people like R&B.
Whatever it is, you know.
Whatever floats your boat, you know. Just, you know, you got those mental tools to help you in the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, because that mindset is crucial with powerlifting. You know?
Oh yeah.
If your mind's not right, you know, you're not gonna hit the weights. If there's even the slightest, you know, room of doubt in your mind, you know, you just like Dave Tate, he said the best. He could tell when a lifter was gonna miss the weight just by, you know, their body language, their demeanor. Is as soon as you get caught up in your thoughts, you know, you start the self-doubt, and that's the last thing you want when you got all that weight on your back, you know.
Yeah, it contributes to a lot if your mind is not right, you know. So I don't know. Yeah, just positivity.
Get the mind right.
Get your mind right. So this leads us to I think it's our last subject. You know, like I hear it all the time. Like people, oh, I'm not built for that. They quit early, and you know, I'm like, no, that's not right. You know, don't use that as an excuse. You know, you're not making progress. Some people blame genetics.
Oh man,
you know,
I can't tell you how many times I've heard that.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I can't do this because I got crap genetics. Blah 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 blah. Oh, you got better genetics. It's always, you know, genetics this, genetics that. But hard work at the end of the day will beat genetics.
There you go. Yeah. So
it's just like that saying, you know.
Shout out. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no. Shout out.
Who are you shouting out?
I shout out to Quick Tempo. I saw a video of him wearing what is that? Outwork your talent. And that kind of rang true with me. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Work hard.
Work
harder.
Definitely.
Yeah. Work harder than you think you can. You know? And that'll push you beyond.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you can speak about this. How many times have you seen somebody, you know, has the perfect genetics, potential, everything, but just lazy, no work?
There you go. Yeah.
But then you got the other person that has, you know, not the best genetics in the world, but work ethic to the T, spot on, hard work.
So I'm a fanboy. I got a good example of that. I mean, it's football season. Hey, I'm from Washington. Come on. So Russell Wilson, great example. You ain't the tallest, you ain't the fastest, but you're in my heart. And I love you. Let's go, Super Bowl. But anyways, done with that.
I don't know about that. Come on. You gotta be a little honest. Just like what you said about goals. Realistic.
Realistic.
Let's be real.
Hey.
Yeah, that's all right.
Any given Sunday.
Man, you know, genetics, a lot of people try to say that I wish I had these type of genetics.
Yeah.
You know, people use that as a crutch, and you know, it just boils down to working hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally don't think that I got the best genetics, but you know, in the past with my work ethic, that's what really brought me this far into the sport as far as powerlifting. I mean, I got an intermediate total, but you know, it's something.
Yeah, man.
It's still working. And you know, look at you. 2 years in the sport, and you're already hitting big numbers.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can do it.
Yeah,
anyone. I mean, you just gotta show up every day.
Yeah.
Even on snowy days.
Oh,
I can tell you,
man.
I'm on the road.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, yeah,
February?
yeah. Even when I'm like traveling on business, I make sure to find a gym. You know, I gotta get those numbers in. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, it's the life we chose.
It really is, you know.
It is.
Nobody's paying us to, powerlift. It's one of the few sports that people look at. Oh, you gotta pay for meet registration. You gotta pay for your equipment. Pay for a meet fee.
Yeah.
But you're not receiving any monetary things out of it.
No,
it's pure passion.
Pure passion.
Pure passion that drives us to do what we do with powerlifting.
The grind.
The grind.
This is the way. This is the way. Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Hey, that Mandalorian though.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Hey, check out the Mandalorian on Disney Plus.
Man. Yeah.
You got Disney Plus?
So I guess. I know. I don't. I have other ways.
He's missing out.
I can't tell them myself.
Whatever, man. Yeah. You got 3 kids. He's fronting over here. Unbelievable.
But no, I guess just recap. So you got to set those goals. Be consistent. Believe in yourself.
That's the big one.
Surround yourself with people that believe in you. Have that support network. Have personal cues, like your own life slogan.
Yeah.
Right.
No, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then just outwork what you can do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Outwork what you think you can do. So.
Yeah. Because the mind is the strongest muscle. A lot of the times we downplay what we're capable of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But the human body is capable of, more than what we can imagine.
All right.
The sky's the limit.
So I guess let me end it here. We'll just say, hey, thank you for all the feedback. It's only that might be it. Another feedback. I don't know.
You got ghosts in here? What's
But
going
hey,
on?
thank you for all the feedback. We enjoy we enjoy powerlifting. So this right here is fun to us. So just, if you have any suggestions on how we can improve anything. I mean, we're just 2 guys that like to lift, Yeah, just here sharing our knowledge or what knowledge we think we have, whatever. But
He's pretty knowledgeable.
no, I'm just old, So, another shout out, Jordan Micah, Olympia and Deadlifts, Brody. Ooh.
Animal nutrition.
All right, I guess episode 2.
Episode 2.
We're done.
We are done. But if we do got time, some of the viewers, they wanted us to touch bases on a little bit about our personal life. Y'all want to get to know us a little bit.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
We got time for that?
I guess, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Shy.
I'm done. I'm kind of shy.
All right, man. So you were saying you were in the military. How long have you been in so far?
So I'm coming on to close to my 19th year. So I got about a year and a half till
He is the ancient one.
I am the ancient one till I fully retire. So I have 2 kids in high school and a young one. She's 8 or soon to be 8, and a beautiful wife that loves to cook. So she's my support network. So she got my back, and she lets me do this thing. So she's crazy, but she lets me do.
He said it, I didn't.
Whatever. How about you, Ron? What you up to?
Nothing much. I'm currently in school right now, working on trying to be a physical therapist assistant. Just a quick 2-year program, but currently right now I'm working as a physical therapist aide. So when it comes to injury prevention and rehab, that's something that I've gotten to learn more about and been able to network with various PTs.
I heard a rumor that you're very good at glute massages.
Whoa. Hey now. Relax.
I had to do a pot shot.
Yeah. All
right.
You get that from the missus, not me.
I do. No.
Whoa.
All right, guys.
Hey, let's keep it PG. Let's keep it PG, man.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. I don't know. We'll say episode 3 in about a week and a half.
We'll see whenever.
Yeah,
whenever it comes. But this is just the start of a new series. Since we did cover, some pretty heavy topics and just briefly touched the surface of these, and we'll be starting a new series called mindset.
The mindset. Let's go.
Till next time, this is Southside Garage Boys. Got the ancient one with the big pecs and the weak bench.
Also known as the Filipino Tom Cruise.
Like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, man. He's old. He's still getting it.
Hey, my boy. Wow.
All right. See you guys.
Till next time.